the ACT, the achievement exam.
Well, imagine transforming a beach into a work desk, clocking in from wherever there is an internet connection, or better yet, having a competitive salary no matter your age. Experts say you can with code.
That's right. Coding, that's a word that carries a lot of weight these days. Arkansas, the first state in the nation to require all public and charter high schools to provide computer science courses. Tonight, Ken Bufa joins us and tells us how programming and writing code is changing the ecosystem of the natural state one line at a time.
Code may look like a bunch of letters and numbers, and let's face it, it looks intimidating too. But after speaking with tech professionals, programmers, and coders, these clusters are more like windows, giving us a peek of a more modern and competitive Arkansas.
Technology called 3D Touch.
Your cell phone, desktop, laptop, tablet, door, floor, and nearly anything you interact with.
Hey Siri, how do I look?
That interacts with you.
Judging from your voice, I'd say you must be fairly attractive.
Hey.
Has some form of code. Programming literally lives underneath the surface of most things we can't live without. For Arkansas tech professionals, this is the era of tech, and it's reshaping the natural state and those who live in it.
There has always been more technology in Arkansas than has ever been given public credit.
Credit now being paid after Governor Asa Hutchinson made us the first state to require computer science courses in charter and public schools, and recently calling the programs a priority.
You know, anyone at any age can really learn programming and get a job in that field.
Careers for coding are just as plentiful as the options in your app store.
An app store with over 1.5 million of the best apps available.
In March, President Barack Obama had America download his Tech Hire initiative, an update of $100 million in grants helping to fund those who choose to gear up for coding boot camps in higher education.
Very few careers in today's world is everybody able to start on the same exact playing field.
Coding talent represents little seeds that generate many more jobs.
Coding, programming, and development takes skill. A skill these professionals say takes more spills and thrills than your highest score on your Candy Crush game.
Just keeps getting sweeter.
Really, programming is all about learning how to solve problems that you haven't solved before.
I would take pieces out of it, add things in, break it, try and figure out why it broke. And that's how I learned. I broke things until I learned.
And here in Arkansas, coding and tech jobs are breaking what the natural state can offer.
We have gone and changed the ecosystem for an entrepreneur in Arkansas.
Right now, Arkansas has this perfect storm of talent and quality of life and cost of living.
Talent without bias, because from age 12 to 105, anyone can code. Talent without borders, because you can log in from anywhere. And talent without gender preference.
I think being a woman in this field has actually been a great asset for me. From practical perspectives, like, our country needs more women software developers.
The country, reports say, just needs more of everyone. There are millions of jobs across the U.S. and hundreds here in Arkansas. Openings that pay an average salary of $50,000 a year. That's right here in Little Rock.
We even have a director of technology that, you know, is remote in Alabama.
These coders and sandal-wearing CEOs believe the billions of lines written every day are just streaks of progression.
I think over time, impossible becomes irrelevant, because every time you run into something that's impossible, it's just a matter of time. If you keep pushing, you're going to fix it.
And boy, that is the future there. Pretty neat. I mean, I've had a couple coding classes when I was little. It's just neat to see it all come together, a web page that you create on your own.
And it is, and more people, I think, when you've got the aptitude for that and the intellect for it, once they get involved in it, then they just really take off. I mean, and then it just flourishes. So it's kind of neat to see those careers based here and also growing here. This year alone, there has been more than 300 tech jobs created in Arkansas.
And last year, more than 6 million tech jobs were available.